to their visitors. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Trying to pound it in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. It's caught. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game, that's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Gets caught downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got his man on the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Gators have moved it inside the 20. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Brings up third down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make...
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking downfield. Makes a connection. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Wisconsin.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where...
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 21, Wisconsin 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Cricket.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Well, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Pass on the way out, it's picked off. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The aerial assault continues. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, Way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
He breaks the tackle, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because it starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the grab. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Shamani. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Snap it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Badgers are in the hurry up. Quarterback will keep it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now facing a 3rd and long. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it on the outside. It's Dalton. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Running back goes in motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
And the Badgers want to move quickly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On second down, he'll let it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. fast motion from the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
The offense. They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. Sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
He's going to let it go. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. They're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Florida! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And now on second down for this offense. Direct snap. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. A little baseball slide action, and we got a fresh set of bats.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give to the back. Running to Green. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He's got his man, makes the grab.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback keeper. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Lost, the defense is wide open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Toretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 10 to Boise State.
Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's going to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Moves.
He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's on target and complete. And they swarm him under.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Now on the move. Touchdown, Badgers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He gets it out fast, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Quarterback keeps it. And the Badgers will move the sticks. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you start to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is up big right now, and honestly, it feels like the Forks have been up since the opening kick. They're up by 29 over Georgia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Shimonic. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Scrambling away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Rolls it in. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. He knocked it away. Incomplete and saved the game as this one is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus